more seconds. Because sometimes it takes a while for this to go live. But I think I'm good to go. I see myself. Do you see me? Do you hear me? There we go. I sound good. I think it's good to go. I'm here to do my vertical right here in Alex's World Safe Space for wrestling fans like you. I'm your host, Justalyx. We are here to give my predictions, preview, and predictions of WWE Crown Jewel 2024. Originally, I wasn't planning on doing a legitimate live stream for the show. The plan was to do 2 vertical lives. One, this one, predictions. The other, a review. Way 2 stats. The show is, so immediately after the show on Saturday morning, yeah, that's the good thing about it happening overseas in Saudi Arabia. We did it earlier on in the day, which means I get to have my Saturday night to myself. And that makes me very happy. So we'll be here live on YouTube to review Crown Jewel immediately. Not immediately, but immediately following the show. Oh my goodness, we're coming in hot with this lovely super chat from Mr. Samuel P. Boone. Mr. Sam P. Boone. Thank you so much. 1999 says here, will you want to do a live stream review for NXT 2300 and AEW Dynamite next Wednesday? Well, you're in luck. That was the plan. The plan was to do a dual review, of course, of Dynamite, but I did see that NXT is going head-to-head with Dynamite. Not just on Wednesday, but the location is the ECW Arena, Hammerstein Ballroom. Hell yeah, I'm going to be doing a review on that. You got Don Marie being a special guest referee for Lola Vice and Jada Parker. That alone sold me. And I think they're doing a 10-woman 5-on-5 match. Team Roxanne versus Team Delta. Team Stephanie and Julia. I don't know what that other team's called, but yeah, that NXT here. So yes, Mr. Samuel P. Boone, I will happily do a review of Dynamite and NXT. I'm not too sure how I'm going to make that work. The current plan is to watch the first show, watch the next show, and just do the review afterwards, which would mean I would be up here at 11 p.m. Classic, because I used to do that anyways when NXT and Dynamite would go live, one show over the other, and then do both of them with everyone else in there. So we'll just do it the classic way. And that's going to be a great night. But yes, there will be a review of that. Thank you all so much for joining me. As always, if this is the first time you're watching me, do me a solid favor, like the video, subscribe, click that bell to get all my content when it comes out. Will support me, hit that like button, because the more you like the video, the more opportunities I will be given to be recommended here on YouTube. Boost that algorithm by hitting that like button. Oh my goodness, another super chat. And this one is Mr. Tom Talks Rubbish. Rubbish. Hey man, thanks for all you do. Do you make this space better? Thank you, Mr. Tom Talks Rubbish. And thank you for that great interview. Those of you who haven't subscribed to Tom Talks Rubbish yet, he has spoken to literally some of the top content creators here in the YouTube space. That is someone you should subscribe to get legitimately great interviews. So that's my plug to him. Y'all, we got a huge lineup here to preview and predict Crown Jewel. But before we get to that, we got a lot of wrestling news to discuss. When I say a lot, we don't be here a while. Expect about an hour and a half. I'm not kidding you. There's a lot of wrestling news to get to, including some stuff we got today, on top of stuff we got earlier this week. So you might want to sit back and enjoy this opener before the actual prediction show. Because honestly, predictions, I guarantee you, we all have the same predictions. There's maybe where 2 matches will be like, we'll be off about. The one I think will be split on is Cody and Gunther, although I'm pretty sure we all can agree that's going to go to Gunther. Right? We'll talk about that in a second. That one is the only one I think we're all split on. But I think when it comes to the rest of the show, we can all predict who and what's going to win. Which is good, because sometimes if you predict a good show, that's the best thing about the show. So, let's get to some wrestling news. I want to start with this PW Insider piece of news around Rhea Ripley. And I think we all suspected this was the case way before the news came out because of that injury angle they did on NXT, which came out of nowhere. And before I read the news, I knew something was up when they did an injury angle with Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan on NXT. No offense to NXT, people say it's better than how it was when Vince McMahon was in charge. I'm pretty sure it's been better than the typical NXT 2.0 garbage. And I'm not taking anything away from the brand itself. But that's one of their hottest angles. And they did something that literally, in my opinion, shifted the entire thing into a new gear. Not on Raw, not even on SmackDown.
2.0 was actually great. But
you had Rhea Ripley get attacked by Liv and Raquel Rodriguez. And I said, that's so uncharacteristic of them. I get that they want to get people to watch NXT, but really? You advance the story on NXT? So when the news came out that Rhea had suffered a fractured orbital bone injury, it just made the most sense to me because that was the only reason why they would have done that angle on NXT. So let's read what PWS had to say here. It says here, Rhea Ripley is currently dealing with a fractured orbital bone injury. The belief among those backstage is that Rhea Ripley's injury likely happened in a headbutt spot when she confronted Liv Morgan and Raquel on the 21st October episode of WWE Monday Night Raw. They have a picture of Rhea headbutting Raquel and Raquel no-selling it. And they feel like that's when we need to heal up. Now, suffer a fracture. It's not even broken. It's fractured orbital bone injury. They take you off TV for tops 3 months, earliest 1 month. So they're hoping, I guarantee you they're hoping they'll be able to use her for Survivor Series. In this instance, I think they're going to see if they can move the storyline along and get this match done by Survivor Series because, listen, Rhea's been known to work for an injury. But that also worries me because how many injuries has Rhea had in the last year or so? We all know about the shoulder injury that took her out for 3 months. There was another injury before that, I forgot what it was exactly, and that was during her run as champion. And now here she is fracturing her orbital bone. And so after a while, these injuries start to pile up, and people start saying she's injury prone. I'm not going to be the person to say that. I don't think she's that. But when you start having a long laundry list of injuries that are happening back to back to back to back, you start to get concerned. And so if you're concerned about Rhea's well-being or safety, I don't blame you. I'm a little bit concerned. But it's only a fracture. When you're a wrestler, and I mean full-time, there's no way in hell you are working and you're not hurt in some way, shape, or form. I seriously doubt any of these wrestlers don't have some kind of a minor injury or sprain. It's just the lifestyle. It is what it is. I'm not sure you should wrestle with a broken arm or do what Cody did and wrestle with his entire torn pec, his pectoral muscle torn off. I don't think that should be the case either. I just feel like, for me,